I currently want to, like at this moment, I want to give you a story of a boy who grew up knowing a village setting like you have grown knowing. I walked to school from class 1 to class 7 every day, to and fro, going to the washroom, to the class, to the field, to wherever, without ever wearing a shoe. It might seem superficial, but I am for real. Sikuwahi jua kuvaa kiatu inakaaje. Ile siku moja yenye kiatu ilikaa kama inapatikana, I had my grandma, my mother's mother, came with these slippers za sandal. Hizo viatu masando. Akakuja nazo ile tu siku ile kwanza ilikuwa imeandikwa police. Sasa mimi nikitembea nayo hivi nasikia kama police. You know how that feels, eh? And then siku nimeenda na hiyo kiatu shule. The day that I decided, let me wear this police shoe and go with it to school, the teacher of the school said, we don't want these sandal shoes here today. We want to, everyone who has prefects, collect all of them. And that is how the journey of me and shoes in primary school, yani viatu tu ziliambia naenda hivi na kama. And when I got the sponsorship to go to Kirinyaga County primary, it's the only time now, you know, uko boarding, sindio? You have an opportunity to wear shoes. Uko hata uniform nilikuwa ninapewa na shule kwa sababu sasa sio wameni sponsor, wamenichukua. And then they took care of me that whole time I was there. Why was this? It's because my parents are currently, you know, we live still in Kathmandu, that's where they live. And my parents went to school and then they were taken to special unit. You know what special school is, eh? So walikuwa wanaambiwa hawashikanishi. No, I'm opening my heart to you. I don't think I have given this story anywhere. And these two people, you know, I know I'm talking to Form 4s and you have been in Form 2 and you say that love is blind. Video. Alafu pregnancy ndo kufungua macho. So these two people, when you waliambiwa washikanishi, they fell in love. And they got married. In a church wedding, by the way. And I was born. And everyone in society, I'm the firstborn. That should tell you that I'm the firstborn. And everyone in my society expected, kwa hivyo, tuseme mmoja ni maji, mmoja ni unga. Watatu watakuwa nini? In the minds of men and women in my society, nilikuwa hiyo ugali. And I went to class 1, still walking barefoot, and I became position 57 out of 60. Thank you, Madam. Thank you. But God bless the teachers, because I remember the teacher who was our class 1 teacher was so kind to take everyone else to class 2 and me as well. But I was taken as the last person, meaning I was position 57 out of 60, meaning 58, 59, and 60 were left in class 1. And I am going as a, sorry, I go to class 2, and on the day of reporting, I am in class, seated at the back, because your self-confidence is so low at that point. You are like, I am the last person in this class. I am the last person in this class. What's even, I didn't have a pencil. I had forgotten. You know, when That one day when they kila kitu tu inaenda seg negemege. And I don't have a pencil. I tried to borrow a pencil from my neighbor. Instead of the neighbor helping me, the neighbor told the teacher, "Mwalimu kwenda muwapeka." The teacher said, "Eh, kodemo sokia wani." And ladies and gentlemen, that is how my journey began. I was taken to the deputy head teacher and I repeated class 1. Because lucky one. I tried to borrow my friend, he said, hii nataka, mwalimu akiongea kwa sababu hii iko na mbogese. Mwalimu akiongea kitu, hiyo nina underline. Ingine ni ya kweli. We went to the deputy head teacher that was crying, went to the class 1, and the teacher then was called Mr. Midamu. He welcomed me so well. Karibu sana, you know, for your primary, karibu sana, hapa ndo utakuwa unaketi. And that is how my journey of transformation began. In the first exam in class 1, I became position 3. I went home with a gift. I don't know if you know what that means. You are going home with a kikombe. Kikombe, tenekea suma, kea suma. You are going home with a kikombe, and that steered my progress. From there, I started becoming position 1, position 2, position 1, position 2. The list ninakumbuka ilikuwa position 6, ilikuwa around hapo class 6 hapo wakati watu wanaanza. During class 6 is where you learn the reproductive system. So people start to misbehave and all that. Tulianza kupotea shule and all that. Kuna rafiki yetu akaibia baba yake ngiri moja hiyo wakati. Hiyo tulikuwa sisi tumeomoka, tunasikia kama tunaweza nunua gari. And through the journey of academics, I realized that God does everything for a reason and for a season. I cleared, by the time I was getting to class 7, I was always position 1, position 2. And I got to class 7, one of the officials from the school I told you, Kirinyaga County, came to the village and was looking for brilliant students to sponsor, and I got that sponsorship. Then from there, I got the Wings to Fly scholarship to high school. In Kirinyaga, mwalimu would tell you that all the time, I knew one thing, that kwetu, hakuna mtu ashaimaliza shule, akatoka high school, akaenda university. I know I'm speaking to someone who is in that state. Akiona sister ya kule anarekiye, abikiete wanawake yangu. And I knew that my parents are not able to sponsor anything. Like anything. You know, when I say they are not able to sponsor anything. I went on to now making a decision for myself that I came from a humble background. But a humble background will not come from me. And that now steered my journey to start working every day. First thing, work. Second thing, prayer. Third thing, love people. Walk with people. Because if you walk alone, you will walk and ukifika pale chini uanguke, hakuna mtu atakuchukua. Hakuna. Don't walk alone. Then I went to University of Nairobi after I cleared Kirinyaga. I was, by the grace of God, hizi vitu ninawaambia, si niwaambia kule nimetoka niliwaambia nimweke na kanoka ngima, si ndio? I got an A- in Kirinyaga High School. The same person who came from where? Down there. I even didn't say that at class 2 nilitembea na matoshi. Unajua matoshi za nyuma? For short. Vijana wanajua. Kama Kenya kuna matoshi huko nyuma. Kiraka, exact. Hata si kiraka sasa. Before uweke kiraka unakuanga na kitoshi. Yes. I went to University of Nairobi. I pursued a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Chemistry. Industrial chemistry is, you study a lot of chemistry, mathematics and physics. I completed in 2021. Then after that, I started starting my way. How do I get a job? And I knew that the only way that I can get a job in this country is probably, you know, starting from like entry level in one of the big companies and all that. But as I was praying, because most of these things, I'm telling you, even the grades I got, I prayed for those grades. Like I really prayed for those grades. I started thinking, kuna haja ya nikuwe nimebreak barrier ya university, like at least nimetoka high school, nimeenda university as the first person in my family, and then nitoke tu hapo, and my friend Osundo always tells me that ulimaliza Kirinyaga, ukaenda University of Nairobi, and then sasa unawak because I got a job at Equity. Sasa unawak Equity and then story inaishia hapo. I realized that there is more to life than, you know, just being born, going to school, getting a job, paying taxes. Sasa hivi unalipa taxi ya Zakayo? Mtaelewa, ngoja mmalize form 4. Kitakuwa kitaeleweka. I realized that there is more to life than being born, going to school, paying bills, and then they say that this person just died. And I realized that there is still another barrier. Kwetu, no one had, leave alone now, going, but no one had thought of going anywhere outside of Kenya. And I started my journey to break the barrier of that. I am a Sierra Kalmande, atu ameni na Rukenya. A Sierra Rukenya, akedi Rukenya primary, secondary, Kirinyaga University, akebika mjini. And I started my journey to pursuing a trail of excellence. That I want to break the next barrier. That I want to get into a plane. At least that niende to Uganda. Ndio? And the slogan was, maju ni maju. Hata kama ni Rwanda. Wewe tu bora uko maju, si ndio? Bora ni mahali penye at least ukitoka ukirudi tena unamwambia bale nilikuwa ninatumia currency nyingine. You understand? And I started my journey of applications. I applied in 2021 and 2022. 2021, I remember when I got a scholarship and we get an admission to university. What that means, ni uko na pesa ya kuenda shule, but hiyo shule hauna. You understand? Mzazi amelipa school fees, but hiyo opportunity ya kuenda shule hauna. And I did not give up. I went on and on and on. And right now, I am glad to announce to all of us that I am a student at the University of Pretoria in South Africa. That did not just come. I have told you of the journey. I have told you of the story. I will be honest with all of us. It did not just occur that, I got a scholarship. And now, through God's favor and, His mercies, because for me, I always say that I am a product of grace. I am a product of the grace of God. I got an opportunity to attend the Harvard Africa Business Conference in Boston, Massachusetts, United States of America, in March 2023. So in a span of 5 months, between February and June, I have been in, count with me, Kenya, 1, South Africa, 2, Qatar, USA, Qatar again, don't count again, Rwanda. So the journey was, I leave Kenya, go to South Africa, then I got an opportunity to go to the US. I left South Africa, I went to Qatar. I left Qatar to the US, I was using Qatar Airways, so I have to go back to Qatar from the US, and from Qatar to South Africa. And when I was coming to Kenya, I went from South Africa to Rwanda, because I was using Rwanda Airways, and from Rwanda to Kenya. And that is the boy that comes from Kalmandi. Someone held my hand, someone mentored me, and so I realized it is important for us to come back to the very societies. There is someone who looks at their father, and probably your father comes home drunk every day, and you ask yourself, you are a boy, and you ask yourself, sasa kama huyu ni baba yangu, si hata mimi nitakuwa kama yeye. But I want to tell you that you can be different. And the only thing Nelson Mandela says, that education is the most powerful tool that anyone can use to change the world. It is through education that the son of a mine worker can sit with the son and the daughter of the president. It is through education that the peasant farmer, most of us come from areas where we do farming, right? The son or the daughter of a peasant farmer can sit with kings. I have sat with CEOs, I've sat with presidents of nations, I have sat in places where I ask myself, it's called favor, it's called grace. And at that point where you are in your life and you are wondering, how do I move from where I am right now to the point where I can achieve anything? It is change your mindset. Tell your neighbor, change your mindset.
Change your mindset.
I will be giving you my story and you are relating to it. You are relating and saying, this is who I am today. This is what I want to become. You are probably looking at your results right now and you are wondering, can anything good come from me? You know what Nathaniel would ask. Can anything good come from where? Nazareth. But I want to tell you, in that village, I make a joke and say, I don't know if it will be a joke to you, but I make a joke and say, maskini walikuwa wanatuita maskini. Waswahili wanasema nyani haoni? Maskini walikuwa wanatuita ati usiri modeli muno, usio najiwekana na corona hiyo. Nenge ni sembe marenda. Usio najiwekana na corona sembe murenda. Ate wiru baba. Kwa hiyo kitire nginya mwezi. And you think about such a situation, and you can be a victim of circumstances and hold back and say, mimi ninaona venye kunaenda, you know, ati unasema acha tukue real wase. Ati vile kunaenda, yenyewe siwezi meki. Hata na madawa siwezi meki. And then mtu nikikuja hapa, kuna mtu mwenye anasikia hizo ni stories za jamba. Wow. And you listen to me and you are thinking in your mind, you are thinking that the only place where you can even operate, ukienda sana kutoka hapa, unafikiria penye tu ninaweza operate, nikimaliza sahi form 4, niende nioleke, alafu tulime ngombe shia. Sidio? Kana tugie moya scheme. Kana tugie kukonge. You guys are already thinking about those things. But I want to tell you one thing. Make a decision right now. It is not too late and it is not over until it is over. Do your best from where you are right now. If you do your best, and the best that you can get, the best grade that you can get is a C. The best grade that you can get is a C+. The best grade that you can get is an A. You will have accomplished that which you are created to do. And by the time you will be completing your exam and waiting for the results, you will be so satisfied that you didn't waste your life. Then when the results come, you know, ukipanda mahindi, unangojea nini kime? Mahindi.